Refresh again, there's an even newer clip. All the comments saying you're a Nazi. Now is Twitch okay with this? Is this final solution? This is low-key some Adolf. This is just like, guys, this is just like Adolf Hitler. This is, listen, maybe this works on Reddit, but it doesn't work anywhere else. Why don't we have a state where we bring in 50 million illegal immigrants? We will send every illegal immigrant to one state, and we'll see what it's like after 10 years. That's right.
Buddy! That state is called California, and it's got the 5th highest GDP in the fucking world.
That's a great point. The reason why California's GDP is so high is because of illegal aliens. It's not because of all the businesses that are trillion-dollar businesses. It's not because of Silicon Valley. Oh, no, of course not. It's actually because of the illegal aliens.
So fucking stupid. You don't know a single fact about literally anything.
That's right, of course.
As opposed to what all the illegal immigrants in fucking Alabama and Louisiana and fucking Georgia. Are you serious? I am getting rage baited. It's rage bait. Don't link me this. I just want
That's right, guys. That's right. Hey, guys, keep in mind, the reason why California is rich is because they have a bunch of illegal aliens. That's great. I had no idea. I thought it was the rich tech companies and the fact that it's like an incredible place geographically. It's like right next to the sea. It's always been one of the biggest states. It has one of the highest populations also, so it's going to naturally have a higher GDP. Yeah, okay.
Oh my god. It's rage bait. I'm getting rage bait. I know he's rage baiting me. Yes. I know it. I know he's rage baiting me.
This is what happens when you have to see the truth. And if I was rage baiting, it is working. The only way that they are a net benefit to society is whenever you are using these fake indicators like GDP, you're going to get mad.
Oh, GDP is fake now.
It absolutely is fake, and it's completely fake. It's all fake money. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you. Was your life better in the purple block or the red block? Did you have more purchasing power in the purple block or the red block? Overwhelmingly, everybody's saying purple. That's because basing the GDP off of the human centipede of the 5 most valuable and most profitable tech companies in the country is not a very good indicator for where wealth and consolidation of resources actually is. What about the fact that after COVID, over 90% of the GDP growth and the wealth growth went to the top 1%? GDP is absolutely not a good indicator of what an average person's purchasing power and lifestyle actually is. Wait, Destiny said the same thing?
And then a second thing that's like peripherally related to this topic that's also weird is economists are having a lot of problems right now trying to figure out why so many people are having such negative opinions on the economy when every economic indicator on broad groups of people is outrageously positive. And it's something that a lot of people, and now a lot of economists, I'm starting to see more articles where economists are like, why do Zoomers feel like they're doing horrible in this economy? Because like their wages have dramatically outpaced inflation.
And I read an article. As a person, sink cost fallacy, Destiny's take on the economy makes me want to give him a Diet Coke grocery store. Absolutely. Everybody's disagreeing with him in his comment section. Destiny doesn't eat fast food or buy his own groceries. Just look at the fucking prices. Yeah. You just see, this is the thing. It's like, but you look at, if you look at the graph, look at the graph. I don't need to look at the graph. I went to Wendy's. I went to KFC. The shit's expensive. It's $70 for a bucket of chicken. That's all I need to see. Go ahead, explain it.
They're some of the highest wage growth people of all time. They're doing better than I think even boomers were doing. Their home ownership.
Jesus.
Rates are on track to pass everybody and already are ahead of, I think, Gen Xers and millennials, because millennials entered the housing market post-crash and everything. Like, when you look at like all of the indicators, all of the wage growth, all of the like educational, like all of these things, for Gen Z, they're really good. And for a lot of the economy broadly, they're actually pretty good. But people's economic outlooks, their feelings when you poll them are horrible. People feel like everything is horrible. But you cannot find anything in any of the data to say like, why do people feel like shit is so
so this is the mind. So then your conclusion for this is that all of the people are wrong and these experts are right? Why would you think that? Like, it's just, why would you ever think that? It's the like, this is, you're not thinking like, bro, you gotta think for yourself, man. Think for yourself. Destiny needs to go to Taco Bell and try to order a Mexican fucking pizza. Shit's crazy expensive. Like, I go to Panda Express, it's like $19. What the fuck are we talking about, $19? Why do the graphs not reflect reality? I am just, this is really just sad. It really is just sad, guys.
Can't find it in home ownership rates. You can't find it in educational attainment. You can't find it in wage growth. You can't find it in inflation. You can't find it in productivity versus, you can't find it anywhere. So yeah, so when you ask me this question about like Biden and the polls and everything, I don't know if like the social...
And also, the end result, the final conclusion of this thinking is Destiny having an absolute melterino over Kamala Harris losing the presidential election. This thinking leads you to believing that Kamala Harris had a chance to win the presidency. Eventually, when theory comes to reality and ideas become real, I'm right, and this is inevitable. They had a dollar menu here. They don't have a dollar menu here. But you know what everybody still has? Dollars.
Media is dictating our opinions to us like even more, but it's getting really difficult to track like what is actually happening and how do you figure what people are actually feeling and what they're actually gonna do. It's like, it's a very, very, very difficult thing to track right now, I think. Yeah.
It's a difficult thing to track because it's being intentionally misrepresented in order to make the public feel like the economy is getting better, while the 1% continuously pillage, degrade, and destroy the way of life of the average American, the average citizen, so they can fund and pay for a Somalian to live out your American dream, while they siphon off the money and then they take kickbacks and they make money off of the budget, offered the budget stuff. That's it. Let's go back.
Retarded shit I can say.
The only way that they are a net benefit to society is whenever you are using these fake indicators like GDP.
Oh, GDP is fake now.
Absolutely it is.
Oh.
It's completely fake.
Asmon, shit. Tell me what indicators we're supposed to use. Please tell me the...
Go to Wendy's. Go to the grocery store. Look at the food. Look at the food. Is it expensive or not? It's expensive. It's expensive. Like, there it is. That's the end of it. Look at rent. It's expensive. Yeah, you just go outside. Like, I mean, what are we doing here? See, he's looking at graphs. I'm looking at menus. You think that all the illegal aliens are young? That's not even true. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you think the average illegal immigrant is fucking my abuelita? My grandpa, my grandma, or grandpa. Maybe we're importing gay illegals. What do you don't think the average age of an illegal immigrant skews downwards? Remember,
I think it does skew downward, but it doesn't mean that they don't age and get older, and a lot of them require health care whenever they get older. What argument is this?
Now, I guarantee you, I'm not even gonna go look because I don't need to. I guarantee you, if you go back, this motherfucker has used the words or has talked about the fighting age immigrants, the fighting age illegal immigrants, or the young men that are all coming over to work. So now it's old people. Now old people are the illegal immigrants. This is like the Uberman.
I know what he's thinking of. He's thinking of the people coming in Europe. And yes, that's true. Overwhelmingly, the people coming in Europe are military-aged men. It's pretty obvious. But those military-aged men, do you know what happens? Is that eventually they age out, and then they need health care that they didn't pay into.
Immigrant that comes in with every affliction known to mankind, who's all, it's like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Those people are massive drains on the system. They're collecting food stamps. We're paying for their education.
All of it, and they're getting educated at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah. Now you see how ridiculous. See, even he thinks it's funny.
It sounds like I want these people here. If you're smart enough to play the system 52 different ways and you still have time to go to class,
we have too many of them. No, I get it. I get it. It's the scammers' respect. I understand this, and I feel kind of the same way. But there's too many scammers. And also, these aren't elite-level scammers. These are people that are saying, well, no, my hand isn't in the cookie jar. That's, no, I took it out afterwards. After I ate the cookie, my hand wasn't in the cookie jar. Like, they're not good scammers. It's because the government's bad. The government's letting it happen because they don't want to be accused of racism.
And fucking A, bro. Bring them in, okay? Let the Jews fucking rule us. Let the
I didn't say this, okay? This is not me saying this. This is him saying this.
Somalis fucking scam all the extra money that the Jews are creating, and I guess spread it around to all the fucking poor white people.
They might have investigated one case, and it was really bad, and so they got rid of it. But does it really matter when you investigate one case when there's 50 cases? No, not really.
Oh, yep. Why say 50, Asmon? Shit. Why not just say 1,000? Or
why not 10,000? It's nationwide. It's completely endemic. It's happening everywhere. You should know this, Destiny. You didn't grow up rich. You have no excuse for this ivory tower take. You used to be a fucking dishwasher. You know what these people do. You saw it happen. So what are we trying to pretend like, oh, no, there's no way this is happening everywhere? Of course it fucking is.
A billion. There were a billion cases that they didn't investigate. What the fuck even is a case? What does case mean?
Instances of it happening. You want to actually solve the problem.
That's the issue, though. And that's, at the end of the day, that's always going to be the issue. And this is why I'm the realest one of all these fucking losers, okay? Because even Asmongold plays this shit up, okay? Not as bad as Hassan does, but even Asmongold plays it because you don't want to solve problems, because you don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, we're rich white people who don't give a fuck about what happens to anything.
Exactly. And that's the problem, is Destiny has that mindset. I don't. I still live in the same fucking neighborhood that I grew up in. I still lived in the same place that I've always been. The same neighborhood with the same people, and to a degree, it's been gentrified. My extra road was now a bike lane. The cars that were up on blocks are now Mercedes. The people that were walking around selling drugs are now white women jogging around with visors on. And yes, it's changed slightly, but I haven't. I didn't move across the country. I didn't go somewhere different. I stayed right here, and I've seen it happen. The fact is that Destiny is right. He and I will have no consequences for any of these outcomes whatsoever. We are completely rich white people that are totally insulated from these consequences. But the difference between him and me is that I know that some of you guys aren't. And that's the reason why I go out and I advocate for this. Because the people that are the biggest losers, the biggest victims of this, are the working class average Americans. It is a class war between people like myself and Destiny is waging against the middle class, the rapidly eroding and, vanishingly small middle class, and the working class. That's the real battle. Who really benefits? Think about this for a second. Who really benefits with bringing in all of these people that are totally unskilled, that are living off of the government? The businesses benefit. The employers benefit. You, as the average person, do not. And here we go. This is Bernie Sanders, by the way.
Sharply raising the level of immigration we permit, even up to a level of open borders, about sharply increasing
open borders.
Foreign aid.
Open borders. That's a Koch brothers proposal. The idea, of course. I mean, that's a right-wing proposal, which says essentially there is no United States.
But
it
would make a lot of the global poor richer, wouldn't it?
Yes.
And it'd make everybody in America poor. Then you're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Yes.
And I don't think there's any country in the world which believes in that. If you believe in a nation state, or in a country called the United States, or UK, or Denmark, or any other country, you have an obligation, in my view, to do everything we can to help poor people.
How about that?
What right-wing people in this country would love is an open border policy. Bring in all kinds of people who work for $2 or $3 an hour. That would be great for them. I don't believe in that. I think we have to raise wages in this country. I think we have to do everything that we can to create the millions of jobs. You know what youth unemployment in the United States of America today? If you're white, a white kid, high school graduate, 33%, a Hispanic, 36%, African American, 51%. You think we should open the borders and bring in a lot of low-wage workers?
He's completely right.
Or do you think maybe we should try to get jobs for those kids?
This shit, because it doesn't affect us at the end of the day, because we're rich, we're going to be rich, and it doesn't matter, okay? Who cares, right? True, king. Because if you
I know.
actually wanted to solve some shit,
yes,
you would actually try to problem solve. You would actually try to figure out what's going on.
Yes.
You would actually try to do an investigation.
Yes.
You would actually try to get some probable cause.
There's no reason to go and do an investigation when the people that are doing the investigations are complete frauds and they're bought off by the State Department and they're being suppressed by people like Tim Walz because of the whistleblowers.
This is what happens when they target communities for their own benefit. This is what happens when they scapegoat. And this is what happens when they no longer hide the idea of white supremacy.
We have more refugees
I can see that.
per capita than any other state. That's not just morally a good thing. It's our economic and cultural future.
Like, there are whistleblowers that are saying that the investigations and the things that they've run into this were suppressed because they don't want to lose the Somali vote and they want to maintain their vote. So what happens when the institutions of enforcement are compromised? And they are compromised. They're absolutely compromised. You need a federal fucking investigation. You need to bring people. You need to bring people in who are who prosecuted this. Biden's DOJ. Great. They should have done it a lot more. They didn't. I wonder why. And also, this isn't about Biden. It's about Minnesota. The fact is that the Minnesota state government is very clearly fucking corrupt, and it's being run by people that have no problem selling out their citizens, selling out real Americans for Somali immigrants that want to change the Minnesota flag to look like Somalia. They don't want to be Americans. They want Minnesota to be Somalia. These people are advocating for the most blood and soil nationalistic policies for their own Somalian country between kicking out Kenyans and Ethiopians. But at the same time, they want us to embrace the diversity of them being able to do whatever the fuck they want. When a Somalia person comes in me, they become a serious one. There are people like that living right here in our city, calling for rival clans to be expelled and pushed out. I just... Clash of Clans! We need to get rid of these people. We will never gain power and move forward as Somalians as long as these people live among us and we don't kick them out. Yeah, I don't think so. Let's have an investigation by the same people that did nothing.
To do an investigation, to get warrants, to indict people in order to actually...
And I agree with you. They should do this. I just don't trust the Minnesota government to do it. It should be the federal government. And even them, I don't entirely trust to do it. It's a huge problem. I trust them more. I'd rather them do it, but that's it.
But you won't. You're not going to be talking about this in 2 fucking weeks. You're going to move on to another minority group to hate, another trans...
Yep, that's right. The reason why I'll be moving over to another minority group in 2 weeks is because in 2 weeks, it's going to be discovered that another minority group is also doing this too. Because this is a cyclical, general problem. And I'm going to tell you something else. Minorities do not have a monopoly on this. Americans, white people, are doing it too. And the worst thing about it is that the white people, for the amount of money that gets spent, you have people like, listen, you know who's going to love this? Rick Scott. I agree these people should be investigated. This is, you're arguing with something that doesn't exist. Yeah. They all are bad.
Person to obsess over, or another 32A that should be a 32DDDDD in some new fucking video game. That
you're right. You're absolutely right. Because, and the thing is, everybody wants to make fun of me. And now, and this is the thing, they're all circle jerking about how wrong I am about video games, but I'm right. And everybody knows that I'm right. And if you think that I'm wrong, why do all the best-selling video games have hot chicks? Why is it that the most famous female characters are all the ones that are ridiculously fucking hot? Why is it that every fucking cosplay is of hot chicks? That's why. Because I'm right. And yeah, you're right. Destiny, and you want to hyperfixate on playing Factorio and malding out while you're playing Arc Raiders. And yeah, go ahead. Do that. That's fine. But I will be here complaining about something else, okay? You're right. I have a broad focus of things that I complain about. It's not just Somalians. He's completely right. There are tons of other minority groups that I complain about all the time, not to mention women. We cast a wide net.
Like too fucking shit to play anyway. Like, it's so...
Fuck you. He's right about that, though.
Age bait every single fucking day from one retarded take to the next retarded take. It's just unbelievable.
The thing is that in a world that's crazy... and in a world that's retarded, the person who's not retarded sounds retarded. The world has become retarded, and thus people think that I am.
It's crazy to me.
And Hassan had no problem with me saying this exact same thing whenever I was talking about the people that covered up the Epstein files.
That's right.
Remember that? Because I said the same fucking thing. Yes, I said that the people that are covering up the Epstein files, you need to find out, no, not the person that told them, the person that did it. I don't care. Oh, they're a pencil pusher. Oh, it's not fair. Good. Maybe
they overturned the Biden convictions? Maybe they did.
Set a fucking example for what it's like.
Like, why are you even pretending to care about the Epstein shit now? We knew that Trump was associated with Epstein before the fucking election, and that didn't sway your opinion whatsoever. Nothing would have swayed your opinion.
Destiny has a lot of accusations against him, but you're still streaming too. For all of the accusations and all of the things that you can criticize Trump on, I think Destiny going out and criticizing for this one specific thing, you know, really, what's going on here? Can't you say that your own fans and your own followers are doing the same thing? They're looking at all the comments and all the things that you've said and done. They're taking the plausible deniability and saying maybe he didn't mean it that way, or maybe because Destiny is pushing something that I agree with so much that I'm going to ignore all of that, and I'm still going to support him because he has a message that I agree with. So the fact that you have fans, it proves the hypocrisy and you accusing me of getting mad about Trump for this. Whenever you go and you allow this rot to continue. That's it. And average Americans...
You are the rot.
Are tired of having their... I am the rot. And you know what? Rot is part of nature.
Country rotted out, looted, pillaged by a bunch of random fucking...
A vital point and a vital part of the natural process.
Third worlders, and then asked to apologize.
Third worlders? Like...
You're so right, Destiny. Somalia is an amazing place. It's great. Everybody has a flat screen TV, and everybody's rich. For sure. Same with Haiti. I'm sure it's great over there.
Like, I don't want to be like, I don't want to do just like the personal thing, but dog, you live with cockroaches.
That's right. And even I can see it. If I said I live with cockroaches, would I ever expect you to let me in your house? No. Because you'd probably be like, no, you smell bad. I don't like that. Like, I saw those clips. You're going to be gross, etc. I will not bring the roaches over to your house. I won't bring them to somebody else's house. I would never do that.
It doesn't get much more third world than that. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, it does. You want to see the shitholes over there they live in? Oh, my God. It makes my house look like a fucking palace. It's make me look normal. This guy, this is the typical rich white liberal that thinks that the pinnacle of degeneracy is having a few cockroaches in the house and mold on the wall. Trust me, it can get a lot worse.
Here, bro.
For it, because of something that happened before we were born.
Absolutely.
This is outrageous.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. Most people are tired of it.
I'm so right.
And I'm also tired of pretending
I'm
that
so
I'm not
right.
tired of it.
He has to sit here and listen to me agreeing with myself, telling myself that I'm right. Oh my God. This is such a great clip.
It's outrageous. Yes, absolutely. And there's another thing, too, is that the...
True.
So
Yep.
true.
I'm tired of pretending that we don't hate all
Now,
the
are you going to agree with yourself, too?
fucking immigrants in this country. Like, wow. What?
This doesn't work anymore. Just stop. This isn't even worth responding to.
You said it, you fucking retard, when you said third worlders, because you're incapable of separating out criminals from just people that look like people you don't like.
You can try this, and he's getting mad. He's getting very upset. It's okay. It's okay, Steven. Everything's going to be fine. I regularly have separated out the two. And also, whenever they come here and they have no skills and they have to live off the government, that's categorical. Why don't you relax?
Use better words, dipshit. Why don't you say what you fucking mean and mean what you fucking say instead of just saying random rage bait shit for your fucking audience?
The worst thing about it is that I'm not rage baiting. This is what I really think. It is. This isn't exactly true. Sometimes you conflate all of them. I'm sure that I've spoken in generalities before, but I've oftentimes clarified it afterwards. Sure. I talk about it all the time for hours. So yeah, I'm sure I've made a mistake here or there. But I think that I've done enough due diligence to show that I'm not really looking at all of them. I'm talking about the ones that are the bad actors and the people that are living off of the system. Yeah. It's pretty obvious.
What do you mean it doesn't work anymore to repeat your own words back to you? We gotta get these third worlds out of here. Most of the people...
No, the reason why I did that is because you're making an argument of the way that it sounds. This is, oh, well, it sounds bad because you're saying it in this way. But the fact is that, yeah, actually, whenever you bring a bunch of people over that are from a country where they're not educated, they don't speak the language, and they're from a totally different culture that has completely different values, you're going to have a really slow and really hard assimilation rate and success rate with those immigrants. Like, yeah, that's the way it is. Sorry. Like, it's not all the same. Somebody from Poland coming over here, or actually somebody from the UK coming over here, they speak a different language. Poland speaks with, every time I see somebody that looks like they had a stroke, I'm assuming they're speaking in Polish. If there's more than 3 Z's, W's, and X's in a word, it's Polish. But my point is that if you take somebody from the UK and you have them integrate into the United States or from Australia, the integration process is going to be infinitely easier than if you're taking them from Mogadishu. This is a reality. But the problem is that because there is a racial connotation with this, we're supposed to admit that it's not true. But everybody knows that it is. It's obvious. It's the most common sense thing that anybody could say. Obviously, people with closer cultures are going to better assimilate. Duh. Of course.
People that were indicted on the last Somali shit were Somali Americans. They were American citizens. What are you going to do? You say deport them back to their country. They're American. What country do you want to deport them to?
You just said it. Somalia. I want to denaturalize them, and I want to send them back to Somalia on a one-way flight. I don't want these people coming to our country and scamming us, and then for us to pay money to keep them in jail. Like, imagine going to a country. This is what's so ridiculous. Imagine going to a country, scamming them for millions of dollars and being like, well, you can't get rid of me. I'm a citizen. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? Not after that, you're not. You're done. And if you want to stop something from happening, implement a punishment that is so brutal, so savage, so extreme that nobody even considers fucking around with it. And that stops people from doing it. If the rules are an inhibitor to justice, and they are an inhibitor to a nation exercising its sovereignty and being able to protect itself from foreign invaders, then the rules need to be ignored and changed. Like, just because something's written down doesn't make it right. Gay marriage wasn't against the law, was against the law for like decades. I don't base my morality off of the law. And by the way, this is the moral and ethical position. You're gonna outsource your morality, your thinking, your ethics to some random fucking people? They're all dead. All those people are dead. How the fuck are they supposed to know the way the world's gonna evolve? And we're supposed to live according to that. Give me a break. Laws constantly change. Slavery was legal at one point. Yeah, don't care about the laws. You talk about ancient Greece. That's why they have a punishment called ostracism. Yeah, well, you know, there's been a lot of people that are on that. Destiny's mad about this. Oh, here's another one. Destiny listens to Asmongold describing undocumented immigrants as parasites. How much do you want to bet that this is going to be an argument that is going to be against me? It's going to be a personal attack, and then it's going to be laced with moral posturing of it sounding bad. Let's find out. This illegal alien, when you're the person who now has to pay a higher premium for your health care, you have to pay a higher premium for your insurance, for your home insurance, or your car insurance, because these fucking parasites have come in from other countries. They're stealing our money.
Parasites? How does it even make... What? They're parasites because they take a job? That's a...
Yes, of course they are. Absolutely. Whenever they're taking a fake job and getting paid millions of dollars for it, what the fuck do you call that? So what is a parasite? A parasite attaches itself to a host country, stay with me here. It attaches itself to a host, and then it extracts nutrients, resources, and life force out of that for itself. Now, what part of that is wrong?
That's being a parasite? Do you know what parasite even fucking means?
I just explained it.
This parasitic leech, what's he doing? He fucking came and he worked for his fucking money. Oh, what?
Who's working? They weren't doing anything. Surely, and by the way, oh, wow. The economy can't survive without a Somalian immigrant welfare underclass that we have to constantly pay money out of. This is a necessity for America. When Thomas Jefferson and George Washington drafted the Constitution, they were thinking about how is it that we can create a permanent underclass of illegal migrants or immigrants that are, in most cases, costing us money so we can pay for them infinitely. Oh yeah, that was definitely that's what they were planning on.
What? He fucking got a job? What the fuck? What? The parasite.
Uh-huh. They're committing crimes, they're stealing identities, and the rate... Let's hear it.
It's like you're complaining about a thing, but you're so off on things.
Okay.
If anything, like, even illegal immigrants probably overall reduce the cost of healthcare because they're paying into...
Well, then we should just import all of them, and then why don't we do this?
Oh, that's what I said! Just import all of them! Oh, don't actually respond with substance to any argument I make because we're substanceless, but that's fine, bitch.
Well, of course not, because all you have to do, the thing is that all you have to do is go to, this is a very simple concept, right? Go to an emergency room, and you see a bunch of illegal aliens that can't speak English. Is that costing us money or making us money? You don't need to have all these graphs and statistics and, oh no, it makes it up. Think about it for yourself. Think about it for 3 seconds. For 3 seconds. First-hand experience. Yeah, I've seen it. The immigrants are sending money overseas? Absolutely. Not in his neighborhood? Yeah. At worst, it's costing lives? It does. Infinite money. Idris Elba is now Sir Idris Elba. Oh, congratulations for him. I think that's deserved. Good for him. He's baiting you to comment to stay relevant. It's okay. It's good content for me, too. I don't mind it. So, yes, remember when he said, let's just say it's 50 billion? He literally used the same ad absurdum argument against you 5 minutes before this. I don't know why Destiny is bending over backwards to justify Somalian immigrants coming over and scamming us and living off of our welfare. But from my personal opinion, I don't think it should be happening. I think it's bad. So what is this? If you really want to be autistic about it, check the sunlight angles. They easily match up here. Image 1 is from the site. Image 2 is clearly shown in the photo. The building CatDany is next to is built close to the south. You can see the sunlight shining to cast a shadow. I mean, again, I think CatDany is trying to pick apart the most granular, irrelevant, meaningless detail. Like you have a 42-minute video that's exposing $100 million of fraud, and you're trying to see like, oh, well, there's one time that you went there and it might not have been open at that time. What about the other 41 minutes? Why are people standing up for fraud? CatDany likes to always take the opposite side of things. He loves playing devil's advocate for stuff. I don't know really why. Like, I mean, anybody who's coming to the conclusion that this isn't obviously a scam is functionally retarded. And so, yeah, is Nick Shirley lying about his story? Yes. I mean, it's again, like, I mean, I don't see how, like, there's an investigation into this. They've shut down multiple other ones. I don't know why CatDany is doing this. This is the most pointless, like, dumb, like, reductive argument possible. I don't know why you would say that. How long has this been going on? There's news reports about Somali daycare fraud since 2015 onwards. Yeah, so you have all these articles. Everything here is wrong. And this is the Reddit tier, like, analysis that I think CatDany will sometimes hyperfixate on, which is, let's go ahead and let's talk about the inconsistency in the time based off of the sunlight rather than the 50 other articles, everybody else discussing this. The obvious a priori, now, same exact location under a different name, had already been charged with hundreds of thousands of childcare fraud by the FBI in 2017. Yeah, so here we go. This is in 2017. The Salma Child Care Center in Minneapolis lost its license in 2015. So this is the same place. I can't really read it because it's some other bullshit. But yeah, same exact location under a different name. Yeah, and so really, I don't know why CatDany would do this. Why would you even try to defend this? You could say that you got this part wrong, but then to go and say that the whole thing is fake is ridiculous. CatDany constantly interjects with idiotic takes in an attempt to try and stay relevant. I think that it's really interesting, the exact same location under the guise, oh, here it is right here, of Salma Childcare has been charged with hundreds of thousands of childcare fraud by the FBI. What's more interesting is the individual there was charged with fraud for saying that they had 100 children. This was when it appears the childcare center occupied the entire space. Now it looks like it appears half the space, and it's taken up by Abby Kitchen, and is somehow the place is only licensed for 99 children. Here's the indictment right here. And so I don't know why CatDany were engaged in something that's like so blatantly dumb. Like, I don't know why. Why did daycares have tinfoil and spray paint over the walls and misspelled signs? Also, the High Quality Learning Center has been investigated 13 times. Yeah, how do you defend something like that? Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? This is shocking to me that somebody would even do this. And then, why don't we do this?
Oh, that's what I said. Just import all of them. Oh, don't actually respond with substance to any argument I make because we're substanceless. But that's fine. True. Import every illegal immigrant.
Yes. Okay, well, there we go. I hope he had a good time. And I'm sure all of the Redditors are like, well, if you look at the graph, oh, look at the graph, look at the graph, look at the graph. Oh, my God. Well, one day they'll understand. One day, the thing is that right now, they might not get it. They might not understand it. But, you know, I think that over time, they're going to figure it out, bro. They're going to figure it out. They're going to see how it is. And it's going to be sad.